Welcome to the Magentaverse. Today, we'll be watching a story about a person struggling for a connection with customers and the success they will come with.
Hey Fincher, how do you do it? Always able to connect to the right people in your base.
Well, it comes from 3 years of being in Jacksonville. If a business customer has T-Mobile, they've heard my name one way or another.
Yeah, but I mean, how are you able to connect so well and build relationships with owners and decision makers?
Well, I like to talk about almost anything, or I'll show some interest. It's where you getting at with this. Like, what's good?
I've got a couple of accounts that no matter how many times I've tried to break contact with them, I just can never get through.
Have you actually checked to make sure it's the right point of contact?
Hi, I'm Matt Gordon. Welcome to the Magentaverse. And today we'll be following a dedicated expert.
So you've been doing this forever. What's the plan? What's the plan to keep going? Are you planning to stagnate from here on out?
Well, I want to get with my AE team and figure out what their quotas and goals are. Jacksonville's existing accounts are tapped out. It's been like that. I say it every month. It's annoying. It's frustrating. I really want to know where they're really getting their numbers from, and that I'm not seeing. If I know what really motivates them, I know how to get in a ground floor with new. So we've talked about what we wanted to have at the beginning of the month, and you want to have a stronger relationship, build those connections with those customers. And what was those results?
So far I've got three separate meetings on the books with three of the hardest to get in touch with ones. Another one we've done some problem solving. We're still building that relationship, but I've gotten in on the ground floor. I've actually got my foot in the door for the first time in over a year.
Okay, that's awesome. I luckily Joyce finally told me what she wanted for in a month for her quota, like for actual attainment. Like,
So you actually have tangible,
yeah,
tactile.
I got real data at this point. Like, I know what she wants. Like, I've never once had her ever say, "Hey, this is the number I want," which was like 176. I'm like, okay, I'm for it. And so that's awesome that you were able to get those three connections. That way you can have those on the books, and that way you can continue to potentially maybe do monthly meetings or quarterly.
That's the plan is monthly, and I'm going to continue moving forward with the same process. Keep digging further in on LinkedIn and try and continue to foster those relationships and break in those ones I haven't talked to just yet. But now I've got a better wealth of skills to use it. I mean, I didn't even know Sundays was a thing.
Yeah, some business is great. That's how you
It's
find out.
so
If they're
great.
Yeah, I love it. But I mean, your LinkedIn slacking a little bit, so we know that. So you got to pick that up. But I mean, it's a good tool. Outside tools are always nice. I guess the one last thing I think we should just dive into real quick is what's three things that you've learned about me, and I'm gonna tell you three things I've learned about you.
That your ridiculously aggressive outside exterior is not the case of who you are as a person.
Good, fair.
That your willingness to jump in and help people is a skill that you either tuned or found when doing all that coaching, and how seriously you actually take this out for coaching. I thought it was just kind of a hobby thing, not a legitimate drive to continue moving forward.
Oh no, it's for sure not just a hobby. I love it. It's like, I mean, I got my next training up in December, so it's gonna be fun. To be honest, I learned that you're easily triggered on certain situations, and I know how to I know how to properly feel like I could probably give you some good words to diffuse those, especially when it comes to work, because I know that's these things get frustrating. Um, I knew a lot about you already. Let's just be honest.
I talk a lot. What can I
I mean,
say?
you talk a lot. But I love your passion. I love how you have the mindset of a manager. That's another thing that I learned. I didn't really think that you had it. But you've shown that you could be a manager. You could take Justice's job if you wanted to. One of these days, I guarantee it, once he goes off to be a TM or something like that, I know I would work underneath you. I mean, I'd give you hell.
It wouldn't be you if you didn't.
Yeah, it would. It would. It really wouldn't. But the last thing is like you actually care about how the team works, and people kind of see you more as a guidance to be like, hey, Gordon's going to get you covered. Like you're there, and I can see that reliability from you. So that's really awesome. So I myself appreciate it, and I know Anthony Justice is going to appreciate this video at the end of this. And then I know AC is going to watch this, so I mean, you're welcome.